compilations, best ofs, greatest hits. It's all in this video. Hey music community, guys and gals, it's Hannah. I'm back for a video. Today I am showing you my favorite compilations, best ofs, greatest hits, rarities, B-sides, albums that I own. So I'm going to be showing CDs, cassettes, vinyl. Most of these are going to be CDs because I grew up with CDs. So I'm going to show a lot in this video. I'm not going to spend too much time in each one. Towards the end of the video, you will see my top 6 compilations. So I'm going to start off with the Immaculate Collection from Madonna. I have this on cassette. I'm not sure if the track listing is going to show up on there, but every song you ever need from Madonna is on here on this lovely collection of songs. So next, Experience Hendrix, the best of Jimi Hendrix. I've had this since I was in high school. It came out in '87. So my introduction was Are You Experienced? And then I bought this CD compilation, listened to it nonstop. Big Jimmy fan, so that's a nice one. Sloan, A-Sides Win, singles 92 to 2005. Essential Canadian power pop band. I really love the songs they selected for this compilation. So if you like power pop, check out Sloan. Translator, a retrospective, Everywhere That I'm Not. I recently found this for pretty cheap. I'm a Translator fan. They are an 80s new wave alternative jingle pop band. So this is a good selection of songs from them right here. Blake Baby's Innocence and Experience. So this is being reissued on vinyl next month and I pre-ordered it. The Blake Babies are Juliana Hatfield's first band before she started her solo career. So 80s guitar pop, really fun songs. John Strom is a really underrated guitarist in my opinion. So yeah, check them out if you want. Joy Division, Substance, 1977 to 1980, and Essential. I love Dead Souls, and I also love the cover that 9 Inch Nails did. That's awesome. Big fan of this band. Fleetwood Mac, Greatest Hits. I also had this on CD. Rhiannon, Go Your Own Way, Gypsy, Dreams, Little Lies, Sarah. So of course the era with Stevie Nicks and Lindsey Buckingham, but love this best of. I'm getting into the Zombies more and more, and I recently picked this up for $6. It's Time of the Zombies, a 2 LP compilation. And a lot of you were generous to point out that Odyssey and Oracle is on this. So I kind of killed 2 birds with 1 stone by picking this up. 60s pop perfection right here. Gotta show some Beatles because while I don't talk about them much, they're a part of my musical journey, my musical life. So I have the Red album here. The 1962 to 1966, I'm sure a lot of you are familiar with this. It's a double LP, just their early stuff. Love it. So I had to show that one. Moving on to the Essential Alice in Chains. I'm a fan of this grunge band from the 90s. 2-disc set. I am a huge fan of Lane Staley's voice. One of the best voices ever in rock. So this is a nice one. The Very Best of Elvis Costello and the Attractions. This is actually my introduction to Elvis Costello. I got this at Goodwill. I'm not sure if you can quite see the track listing, but yeah, I'm really becoming a big fan of Elvis Costello now. I have this year's model, and last week I picked up one of his other LPs with the Attractions. I'm going to show it in my next finds video. So a solid compilation here. Really talented artist. Best of the Waitresses. 80s new wave band. Patty Donahue on vocals. I love this. This is my introduction to them as well. Yeah. You probably know the song I Know What Boys Like. Essential Journey. I'm not going to spend too much time on that, but love Steve Perry's vocals. So all the best are on there. The Very Best of Buddy Guy. I really like this compilation. This is on Rhino Records. Hopefully you can see one of the best guitarists ever. Blues. I mean, what more can I say? He belongs in there. Ooh, this one right here. This, I have a lot of fond memories listening to this. Hey Ho, Let's Go. Ramones Anthology. This is a 2-disc set. Came out in '99. Oh, this is awesome. And it has a really nice book in here as well. The Ramones are in my top 5 favorite punk bands of all time. So you can kind of see that's just good reading material in there. So I love that. Let's show some more vinyl. Let's show Crystal Visions, The Very Best of Stevie Nicks. I gotta have Stevie Nicks. She's one of my favorite female singers. This is a 2 LP set. Robert NYC Guy Race on Records was kind enough to send me this last year. And I also have this on CD. Yeah, what a voice. The Very Best of The Move. I was lucky to find this at one of the record shows last year for $4. It's a 2 LP set, very comprehensive. So Roy Wood, what a talent he was. And of course, Jeff Lynne was in here before he founded ELO, Electric Light Orchestra. Really good garage rock, just straight up rock and roll. Awesome stuff right here. Shoegaze, I showed this in my shoegaze video. Aux 4, The Best of Ride. This is a 2 LP set. And I already mentioned that I love the gatefold on this. So they're a British shoegaze band. They have a lot of 60s influences in their music, and that's one reason I really love them. The Church are one of my favorite bands. This was played nonstop. I listened to this on my Discman in the 90s with headphones. Well, actually it came out in '99, so I bought it right when it came out. It has all the best songs on it. Really good place to start if you're looking to venture into the Church's material. Also, Hindsight 1980 to 1987, another favorite. It's a 2-disc set. Very nice. The Best of Warren Zevon. I found this at Goodwill, and it's a really great listen. So I think he's underrated. He's not talked about too much. Very good place to start. I also like his album Excitable Boy, and I had that on CD. I just can't find it at the moment. I'm sure it's back there, but really like his lyrics. Juliana Hatfield, she had a compilation called Gold Stars. She did the artwork for that too. This is her material from 1992 to 2002, so pretty early stuff. There's a few rarities on here. Like 2 of the tracks on here are from her unreleased album, God's Foot, which unfortunately was shelved. And then there's also, I think, 2 other unreleased tracks. I really like the unreleased track table for one. So, of course, she's my favorite singer. Let's see, we have Perry Farrell's Rev. This features his music from Jane's Addiction and Porno for Pyros. I'm a fan of the songs they chose for this, and that's why I'm showing it. Storm Hymnal, Gems from the Vault of Grant Lee Buffalo. Grant Lee Phillips is the leader of this group. He also has a really wonderful solo career. This is a 2-disc set. I'm not sure if you can see that. So the first disc is kind of more of their well-known songs, I guess. The second disc is acoustic versions, rarities. I really love the songs Jupiter and Teardrop and Honey Don't Think. Grant Lee Buffalo is really underrated in my opinion. Gotta throw Dean Martin in there. Dino, the Essential Dean Martin, 1-disc set. It has 30 tracks. Yes, I love the crooners. A primer for alt country. This is Uncle Tupelo's anthology, 89 to 93. So if you don't know, Uncle Tupelo, the 2 songwriters in there were Jay Farrar and Jeff Tweedy. Of course, Jeff Tweedy went on to form Wilco, and Jay Farrar went to form Sunvolt. I prefer Sunvolt. But this is really good alt country from the 90s, early 90s. Yeah, if you haven't heard that, I suggest you sample it. more power pop. This is a Teenage Fan Club compilation. It's called 4,760 Seconds, a shortcut to Teenage Fan Club. It's a digipack. I've had this for a while. I don't know when it came out because it doesn't have a date. I think 2000s sometime. Let's see if you can see the track listing on there. And I listen to this a lot. Best of Sade. This was a Goodwill find last year. Such a smooth singer. I love her voice. This is very comforting music, hearing her voice. I just love her style of music, so that's a really nice comp. Stevie Ray Vaughan and Double Trouble, greatest hits. Got this on cassette. Of course, one of the best guitarists of all time. Great songs for that. Yeah. Okay, let's move on. Best of R.E.M. I've got two compilations here that really mean a lot to me and I spend a lot of time with. This first one is a 2-disc set. It's called I Feel Fine, the best of the IRS years, 1982 to 1987. That's my favorite period for R.E.M., the 80s period. 2-disc set. Really, really fantastic. The second disc has like outtakes, some live songs, demos. So pretty much every song I love from them is on here. I'm a big fan of the song Cuyahoga. Oops. And then I really like this compilation as well from them. I think this is, yeah, it's a Japanese disc here. So again, it has their early songs on here. So I love those a lot. I love my early R.E.M. I'm getting to more vinyl soon. I have a few more CDs to show. I mentioned this in my Byrds video. I can't live without this. I've had this forever. It is, yeah, I've had this since 2000. It only has 10 tracks, but if you can see those, some of my favorite songs are on there, and that's really all you need if you want a quick Byrds fix. Is I just play this when I want to hear some Byrds, and it has my favorite songs on it. So yeah, it was only $3 when I bought it. The Smiths, Louder Than Bombs. Yeah, I've had this one for a while too. It's probably not going to show up too well, but another really well done collection of songs from them. You got Sheila Take a Bow, Shoplifters of the World Unite, Panic, William It Was Really Nothing, Hand in Glove. Yep, it's one of my favorites. So the What Sprocket PS. I listened to this so much too, and this was in my car for quite some time. I can't live without this. I know Brian at Shamrock and Records, this is like his favorite band. Solid choice for a favorite band. Oh, the CD's not even in there. It's in my little case, but let's see if you can see the track listings. Probably not. So yeah, All You Need from Toad is on here. Great for car trips. Just love them. I mean, it has All I Want, Something's Always Wrong, Good Intentions, Walk on the Ocean, Whatever I Fear, Jam. So yeah, that's a nice one. Matthew Sweet, Time Capsule, the best of Matthew Sweet, 1990 through 2000, which honestly, that's my favorite period of his music. So, and this is a burned CD. My uncle burned this for me a long time ago. I don't even have a legit copy. But you have Divine Intervention on here, Time Capsule, I've Been Waiting. I've Been Waiting is probably one of my top 5 songs from him. Sick of Myself, We're the Same, Someone to Pull the Trigger, Where You Get Love. So fantastic. Yola Tango, Prisoners of Love, a smattering of scintillating senescent songs, 1985 to 2003. 3-disc set I found at Goodwill. I think it was a couple years ago. But I'm a fan of Yola Tango. They're an indie band. Been around quite some time, as the title suggests. So I'm happy to have this amongst my CDs. Stone Temple Pilots. This is just called Thank You. It has a DVD and a CD. side is the DVD. So I'm gonna try to show the track listing there. I'm a big fan of STP, have been since the 90s. Okay, now I can show some vinyl again. So I'm gonna show the Who. These are my favorite Who compilations. We have Hooligans, Noble Records. Dylan generously sent me this last year. Check out the songs on it. It's a 2 LP set. Honestly, they did a heck of a job on this compilation. And then my other favorite from the Who is Odds and Sods, which I had this on CD as well. I Need It. Pure and Easy is my favorite Who song, and that's on here. I also love Long Live Rock, Naked Eye, Glow Girl, Too Much of Anything. What else can I say? The Who. My favorite band. I also love The Scoop, Pete Townsend compilations. I have 2 on vinyl. Okay. I think we're ready to get into my top 6. So, Depeche Mode, the singles, 86 to 98. This was my introduction to Depeche Mode. This is my favorite era of Depeche Mode. So, I don't think this is on vinyl yet at all. They haven't reissued this on vinyl. 2-disc set, every single song is good. Number 5. I think I have these ranked, hopefully. Beach Boys, Endless Summer. Many of you are already familiar with this. It's a double LP. Really quick fix if you are in the mood to listen to Beach Boys and you don't necessarily want to pull out a studio album. Endless Summer is a good way to go. I also really like Spirit of America, which I have on cassette. My favorite punk band of all time, The Damned. The Light at the End of the Tunnel. Double album, like it says. This is my first purchase off of Discogs last year when I started buying. So, oh my gosh, this is so good. So good. I love The Damned. I've talked about them many times before, but if you want a good starting point, this would be an excellent choice. Let's see, my ex-boyfriend burned this for me on CD, so that stayed in my car for months and months, and I'm still not sick of this, so I had to buy this on vinyl, but I just love it. Number 3, Smashing Pumpkins, Pisces, Iscariot. The cover art on this really does, it's like lacking, but I love the Smashing Pumpkins. I always talk about them. This is their B-Sides and Rarities album from 1994. It covers their material from 1989 to 1994. And it just has some rockin' tunes. It has a cover of Landslide on here, which is pretty outstanding. So check this out if you're a Pumpkins fan and you haven't heard it. It's my solid number 3 choice. Number 2. Decade, Neil Young. Yeah, there's 3 LPs in here. Farley from Farley's Nerd Cave sent this to me last year. So many hits on here, plus some that you don't really hear too often, like Long May You Run, Cortez the Killer, Sugar Mountain. What else is on here? I Am a Child, The Loner. A mega favorite right here. Decade from Neil Young. Okay, my number 1 is Legend, The Best of Bob Marley. Such a well done compilation. My anonymous friend sent me this last year. I grew up with the CD of this, and the CD is different from this vinyl version. I actually prefer the CD version, the songs that are on there, just because it's what I've listened to the most. So when I heard this, I was like, that's a little bit different. But I mean, they really did choose the best songs from his career on here. He was taken from us too soon. I just love Bob Marley. And this is also a gatefold. Yeah. Well done. Terrific compilation. So that's my list, you guys. All right, you guys, if you want to list your favorite compilations in the comments below, please do so. If you want to do a video response, that's cool too. I mean, it's kind of fun. I kind of got this idea because Chris is going to build me some CD shelves. And I was going through all my CDs and I realized I had so many best ofs and greatest hits and compilations that why not just do a video showing my favorites. Thank you guys for watching as always. Stay warm. I gotta get outside and shovel some snow. Bye, you guys.